and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. And it is sponsored by Earl K's, Realtor of BHGRE Main Street Properties. With the following stipulation: if Fleaux wins, he gets to name the event and stipulation for his championship rematch. But if he loses, he will never again compete for the CWF title so long it is held by the Vision Orion. And should Navarro win, he gets a shot at the CWF Championship. And now, introducing the competitors. Introducing first, he is a former CWF champion. This is the Fleaux Hawk, Justin Fleaux. And the Fleaux Hawks opponent about to make his way to the ring. By the first class blessing of TNA, this is KC Navarro. It is a strange sight to see here in the CWF at this time. Fleaux Hawk competing in his first matchup in over 297 days without the CWF Championship around his waist. And it's as I've stated twice before, he wins this matchup, he gets a rematch for that title, but he has to go up against the debuting KC Navarro, coming to us by way of Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. KC Navarro, who here in his debut match, if he gets a victory, he gets a shot at the CWF Championship. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, it would seem joining me here on commentary, a voice we've never really heard here at the table, the owner of the CWF, Marshall Briggs. The bell is rung, and here we go. This is Donnie Harris Jr. alongside, for the very first time, Marshall Briggs.
It's not the first time, Donnie. I should dock your pay for forgetting the last time.
When was that? Well, anyways, be that as it may, a handshake there of good sportsmanship from KC Navarro. And Marshall, the CWF is growing by leaps and bounds. Our names are everywhere. And look at the quality of talent that we have coming in here.
This is what you're going to see when you come to the Coastal Wrestling Federation live events, whether in Milton, Florida. There's a nice takedown there by KC. And there's Fleaux with the scissors there. Come on, Donnie, you got to call these spots, man.
Fleaux now eyeing down KC Navarro. The Fleaux Hawk, Justin Fleaux, you guys have had, well, quite your differences here. And now we're going to do, no, not going to do a test of strength. Reverse hammerlock into a headlock takedown. KC Navarro now has him right there in the middle of the ring. Both men are speedster. Both men like to use their agility to their advantage. Fleaux Hawk now able to get out of it, going to work on the wrist, working on the left wrist of KC Navarro.
You know, Donnie, for almost a year, I protected Justin Fleaux and the CWF Championship, but it turns out See, look at that right there. Instead of celebrating, he should be going after KC. Go after KC.
KC now taking a moment to rest on the outside, has to the count of 10.
This is why he lost the championship. He doesn't know how to stay on somebody without the marshal holding his hand.
It's very odd to see him without that championship around his waist coming to the ring. It's a sight we saw many times, that championship now around the waist of the Vision Orion, who will be defending it later. Taking him down to the mat. KC Navarro on the top and getting in some slaps there.
I'd like to do that to you, Donnie.
Well, your abuse on your employees aside, right now, Fleaux shaking off that abuse. Headlock takedown once again.
Look at that. I'll give it to Fleaux. He does have one hell of a fighting spirit.
One hell of a fighting spirit indeed. Going for a pin attempt, no.
Oh.
A lot of new faces we're seeing here in the CWF. 2 new faces who earlier in the night.
Donnie, call the match.
Right now, KC Navarro once again retreating to the outside for a moment. A sound strategy. Has to the count of 10 to get back in. Referee Jay Blanchard now only at 3. Fleaux just shaking his head there, saying, come on, man, get back in. I think I almost saw a smile on Fleaux's face.
Well, he's very confident right now. He has a reason to be. He's in there with one of the TNA Wrestling's top new stars, KC Navarro. What an opportunity for the Fleaux, Justin Fleaux. But, Donnie, it's also important to remember, if he loses this match, he will never again get a shot at the CWF Championship as long as Orion holds that title.
But should he win, he gets to pick the time, place, and stipulation for a rematch.
That's true.
Although, if KC Navarro wins, he gets a shot. And you see the quick footwork of KC Navarro.
Oh, man.
KC Navarro just catches himself right in between those 2 ropes and stop the momentum. And now Fleaux resting on that second rope.
KC running circles around the Fleaux.
KC Navarro going for the 305, but missed it. But Fleaux didn't miss with that drop kick. I don't think it connected quite as well as he liked.
We're going flying.
Going to the outside, but stopped himself. Like trying to call a NASCAR race here. These 2 men just going to the outside, crashing onto KC Navarro.
Come on.
Navarro essentially being a human flesh and blood crash pad for the former champion.
Donnie, did you mention our sponsor for this match? One of the great sponsors here in Milton, Florida.
Yes, I did. This match, of course, sponsored by Earl Caves, realtor of BHGRE Main Street Properties.
Absolutely.
We thank him for his sponsorship.
We thank you so much. And the CWF continues to try to grow and build relationships here, right here in the Panhandle of Florida and abroad, of course, as you see with KC Navarro here in a CWF ring. That is the 2nd TNA star, Donnie, in under a year.
2nd TNA star in under a year. Of course, you were referring to the first TNA star that came in here, Moose. And Navarro almost getting thrown into that steel post, but was able to stop his momentum.
You know, something about Moose is how many times did we hear the Fleaux talk about he has a victory over Moose? Is he going to be able to get a victory over another TNA star here tonight? There's a lot at stake, because if he does that, that'll be certainly something he can brag about. What a shot by the Fleaux.
Sending him right into the barricade. Good thing we have that up. We don't want to hurt our fans here.
There's Mama Sims is over there. She's tough. She'll be fine.
Anyways.
She's tougher than you too, Donnie. Just like everybody in the crowd.
I don't know. Anyways, back to the match. KC Navarro back in the ring here, along with Justin Fleaux, going to get back in. Justin Fleaux took too long. Navarro saw his shot and he took it. Off the ropes.
Sling blade. Beautiful sling blade.
A beautiful, perfect 10 sling blade. Has the legs hooked, but Fleaux able to kick out.
Right here tonight, Milton, Florida, CWF Conspiracy. You've got the Fleaux, one of the longest reigning CWF champions, taking on first class KC Navarro.
KC
what
Navarro,
a shot.
First class with that kick, going for the pinfall here, no.
Of course, the CWF will be back in action on June 21st right here for Voltage in the San Rosa County Auditorium. Did you tell him that, Donnie, or I got to do that for you too?
Like the Marshal said, we will be back in action in June, right here for CWF Voltage. Of course, that'll be streaming live on YouTube. You can watch us all around the world. If you don't catch us in person, watch all of our live streams. And now,
I'd really like to see KC do that to you.
the pain of the Flowhawk is alive and well with those chops. I've been told by my broadcast partner, Darion Drummond, that those chops are the most painful maneuver you can endure inside a ring.
There is some malice behind it. I know these two men, they don't hate each other because they don't have a history, but KC Navarro is first class. KC Navarro is blessed, and he is blessing Fleaux with a very red chest, almost as pink as Navarro's hair.
This crowd chanting one more time.
Oh.
Fleaux thought better of that. Not going to give the people what they want, but they're still cheering nonetheless as he lays the onslaught onto Navarro. Reverse Irish whip, Fleaux into the ropes, and a perfect hit drop kick.
Look at that. We're being joined here by
the former champion.
Darion Drummond has joined us. My favorite announcer on the commentary team. Sir, good to see you.
How you doing, boss man?
I'm trying to teach Donnie how to do his job. Donnie, talk about what's going on in the match.
What is going on inside the match is you are seeing first-class competition. KC Navarro, all the way from TNA, going to work on the former champion, the Flowhawk, Justin Fleaux, laying in those strikes. Flowhawk concentrating on that left arm. A lot of people may remember that left arm also got some injuries last month.
I see. He looks like he's got a little bit of numbness in his shoulder. It might make it hard for him to kick out.
Yeah, it's just like that Kimura lock I was in earlier tonight. You know, Drummond, I heard Donnie over here just giggling and laughing when I was locked in that Kimura earlier tonight.
I was not giggling and laughing.
He may have insinuated that compared you, if you will, to some dirty laundry.
I did not compare him to dirty laundry.
The proof is right here in the records.
He's wearing white pants, but I think there's a little bit of yellow because he pissed himself.
Well, right now, Navarro pissing all over Flowhawk there, metaphorically speaking. He's going for the pin.
Wow. PG show, Donnie, PG.
I tried to tell him, he just doesn't listen.
He does.
Got caught up in the moment there.
Yep.
And you see, once again, the left wing of Flowhawk. I saw him grimacing there, a little clutching onto it.
Kicking out of that onslaught, but how much is taken out of him to do it?
Yeah,
Navarro going to try to end it right here, but sliding into the other side. Oh!
What a kick.
Still got enough energy for some
boot to the
dodge
head.
moves.
Oh.
And a boot to the head to Navarro. He's perched up high. The Flowhawk now.
Not the part of town you want to be in. Gravity is nobody's friend.
Hurricanrana off the top.
I don't think we've ever seen a Flowhawk do that here in the CWF.
Nirvana was flying clear across the ring.
It's Navarro, not Nirvana.
I try to tell him, he just doesn't listen. He's hard-headed.
Navarro being slung clear across the ring, and now the Flowhawk slamming the mat, trying to get the blood pumping in those wings.
This building is rocking, folks. If you're not here with us tonight, you're missing one hell of a show. TNA's KC Navarro and Justin Fleaux, a man who, I gotta be honest, he's kind of surprising me with the guts he's showing here, but he's doing one hell of a job against TNA's KC Navarro.
A world-class athlete he's going up against. The world is watching at this moment.
Not just world-class, first class.
Well, these two putting a first-class competition right in the middle of the ring, showing that the lengths that a man will go to get a shot at the CWF Championship, the most prestigious prize here in the Florida Panhandle.
Is he going to go for a kill shot?
Oh, there you go. He called it.
Bouncing off the ropes.
No!
Colliding into the Flowhawk. The Flowhawk colliding into Navarro once again. Bouncing off the ropes. Hitting him with the knee.
Neck breaker.
Neck breaker onto Navarro.
So hard that he popped right back up.
Is he going to pull this out? There's no way.
Could very well be right here. Flowhawk's going to have to do it on his own. Doesn't have the Enterprise backing him up, but I'd say he's doing a good job so far.
He doesn't have the Enterprise because I took it from him.
Turning
Fleaux
around.
wins. Fleaux wins. I think that's what he calls it, right? Fleaux.
Well, flowing perhaps right into the end of this match.
No,
No!
not so fast.
Navarro has kicked out. That is what you get from some of the best that TNA has to offer.
Can we just talk about this house here tonight? These people are blowing the roof off of the San Jose County Auditorium.
We love
That then so blowing it hard, so hard that it's kind of erupting a little bit and little leaks coming through. That's how thunderous it is in the building.
And Donnie's over here spitting.
from the second row,
Oh.
but caught by
Not so
Navarro.
fast.
Turning him around, slamming right into the mat. Navarro not done.
Good
Spinning
Lord.
kick to the face, hooking
That's
both
it.
legs. No!
Oh my
no.
God. All right. Okay.
Marshall, you spoke too soon. It ain't over yet.
Listen, I've been to war with the Fleaux Hawk before, man, and I'll tell you, he is relentless. He doesn't stop.
But look at Flo's face. Look at Flo. Every kick out takes a little bit more.
Yes, it does. How much does a Fleaux Hawk have left in the tank?
Navarro is wondering, what do I got to do? What maneuver do I got to pull from my repertoire to put this man away?
Digging deep, trying to get back to his feet. And KC looking once again to put it away.
Oh,
Didn't do anything there. Fleaux Hawk leapfrogging over the Fleaux Hawk.
Oh.
Kick now to the Fleaux Hawk's face.
Oh.
A kick now to his face.
there's no way he's going to win this match, guys.
Coast to coast.
Coast to coast indeed, and we're not talking about an all-night first-class flight. Speaking of flight,
He's lucky there's no teeth in the front row.
Is Navarro going to fly and land on the Fleaux Hawk?
you could be speaking prophetic words, Marshall
Always.
Briggs.
But you know what
Navarro,
goes
There he
up?
goes.
Bye-bye. But the Fleaux Hawk out of the way.
Oh.
Connecting with the leg.
He's calling for it. I've felt this. This is a
From the
devastating
second row.
maneuver. Oh,
Right
right
in
on the
his
head.
face, right in the
But he's
middle.
all right, it's all right.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
look who it is.
Orion.
Look who
Orion
it
now on
is.
the outside.
Oh. It's
Catching the attention of the Fleaux Hawk.
It's the CWF Champion, Donnie. How do you feel about this?
He's got to keep his eye on the ball, though.
I know.
Fleaux Hawk better turn around and quit concentrating on the vision, Orion.
Letting his emotions get the better of him. It could cost him this match.
Navarro now back up to his
Navarro's
feet.
up.
305. And now, executed
That's it.
perfectly into
One,
a pin.
2,
And he got
3.
it.
Done.
That's it.
Here is your winner, KC Navarro.
Tell you what, I'll give it to him. You know, he failed like he does without the Enterprise backing him up, but he put up one hell of a fight, Drummond.
He was given a chance, and here he just blew it.
But wait, let's look here. KC does not look too happy about the interference from Orion. You guys remember what they said earlier tonight?
Yes, the Vision Orion telling KC to look for some other championship, and now the Vision Orion just picking the bones of the Fleaux Hawk.
Oh,
KC Navarro now inserting himself between his future opponent and his former opponent.
could we see KC Navarro?
I don't know if I agree with this. I would just take the win and walk away.
course
KC
you
Navarro,
would.
he's an honorable man. I mean, he's
KC saying enough of that. The match is over. The man lost. He's endured enough.
Is it possible that Justin Fleaux has earned the respect
Oh.
of Navarro?
And a shove there from the Vision Orion. And now these two, as the kids like to say, got beef.
He may not have to wait for them to start throwing hands.
Oh,
Well, Navarro throwing the first hand and the second hand and the third. And now trying to throw a kick, but the Vision Orion
Getting
saw
out of
that
town.
vision coming. And as you said,
Wow.
Gary, on getting out of town,
wow. What do we have here?
He's asking for a
He
microphone,
wants a
Donnie.
mic. Donnie, go give him a mic. Gotta tell him to do everything here, huh?
He's hard-headed. He doesn't listen.
What is this? You think I'm gonna go hand him the mic?
I don't think he likes his job, to be honest.
But I didn't need your help. And not for nothing, He didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. Hey, look. I know that I earned my shot with the title now. Yeah, I did. Actually,
did.
Matter of fact, since you want the credit, you helped me get it. So thanks. I'll see you soon. March your ass to the back. Don't you got a match, pal?
Wow. Wow.